Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we create visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. Alright, so here we have this residential application, and you can see here we have a couple of sliding doors left and right, a couple of windows here, and then a door that swings into the residence itself. And let's go ahead and, well, we have a kind of reclining area over here, and then a bar stool seating area over here, a food prep area over here, and we have a couple of fans. Now the fans, I have this one centered within this span, this opening, and then this one here kind of lines up with just where that door starts on the left hand side of the door. Also, I have it centered within the fireplace fixture here. And let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions. Overall dimensions I have here at about 19 foot 10 inches to this outside edge here to the inside edge here. I have a ceiling height of 10 feet off the finished floor. And then I have a total distance, you can see here, of the fireplace. I have it about 7 foot 8 to the center here, and then 8 foot 2 to the center outside edge over here, or 13 foot 5 to the inside edge. So 1510 would be that total. 1510 over here from the wall to the outer edge of the slab. I think that's about it as far as the dimensions. You can see here that I do have the fans. I have them set up at 4 foot 6 inches, and yeah, I think that's about, well, I'm not quite sure about the actual true dimensions of the fans. I just know that there's going to be fans there. They also mentioned that they're going to put the lighting up into the ceiling, that they're going to work around the heaters as far as that's concerned. So something just to think about. And let's go ahead and look at options for heating. So first of all, what I would recommend on this side over here is utilizing the CD6024. So this is a 6,000 watt 240 volt, 2 elements inside here, so each element's 3,000 watts. The clearance that you see here, let's go ahead and turn that on. We have 6 inches of clearance above. The heater's pointed straight down to the ground. And then as far as the clearance from combustibles, meaning the fan here, I have it exactly at 18 inches from this edge here of the heater to the fan blade, as well as 18 inches from this side here on the left to the fan blade here on the right. So that's important. We can go ahead and look at the total distance from one to the other. Let's see if I can pop that on here real quick. And you can see that our distance is about 8 foot 3 inches roughly. Let me go ahead and turn that off and turn off these dimensions again. And then I wanted to mention something over here, which is that I have this at 6,000 watts as well. There is a 4,000 watt unit that is the same configuration as far as the size is concerned. However, for bar stool seating height, the 6,000 watt would be too hot. So my reason for placing the units like this is that I'm not quite sure of the true use of this area. Obviously, this bar stool would be appropriate here, but there might be times where they want to put out a table or additional chairs for a larger event that they might be using. If that's not the case, then you'd definitely want to change this to the 4,000 or even 3,000 watt unit, because sitting here would be way too hot utilizing 6,000 watts. Now you could use a duplex switch and turn one element on, one element off, in order to make it comfortable for the bar stool seating height, and that's true with all 4 units here. So something just to consider. And that way you can, let's say you put both units on, or both elements on here, one element on here, this element off completely, this one element on back here. So you can really fluctuate with duplex switches, or use a control system and have this zone 1, this zone 2, and then be able to regulate from 1% on to 100% on how much heat you actually want at that particular moment. So Something else to consider, the food prep area over here, I would utilize something like a CD, this is a dual element unit, 3024, so 3000 watt, 240 volts. So each one of these elements are 1500 watts, and that way you can also use a duplex switch, and then, you know, regulate how much heat you want on the prep area over here to make it comfortable. You're standing, so you're much higher and much closer to the heater itself. So now let's go ahead and look at the overall footprint of heat for this application, and you can see here that we're getting a very good coverage throughout this whole span. The only thing I would possibly recommend is, you know, possibly moving all three of the heaters, the two heaters and the fan, maybe 12 inches into the left. Not quite sure if that's something that's reasonable or not, but that way you got nice crossover rays here in the middle, and we're not putting so much heat out into the wall area over here. So that would be kind of my consideration. But let's go ahead and put that back to where it was, and I think that's about it. Yeah, so oh, and I should mention that this is 3000 watt is a lot shorter. I think it's 39 inches or 33 inches. I'll have to double check on that, but it's just a shorter unit, and the footprint of heat is about, I think it's a 7x7 footprint of heat, where these are about 10x12, so 12 this way, 10 foot this way. So, all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we're not monetized. YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.